Waiting for Rachel to send the link out. Getting stuff lined up. Talk about a few things. I'm getting over a cold, very bad cold. Super bad cold. IH update kit. Figured a few things out, gentlemen. So, I think Dan probably did the best investigating work. He mentioned a slight problem that he was having. He figured it out. So, yeah. Yes. I'm just putting the screws in the end of this. If anybody's got any questions, go ahead and ask them now. Don't know if I can see the comments now on this or not. I haven't seen no comments yet. Go ahead and ask your Baylor questions. Guys, because of the way the economy's gone and such great president we have, medical costs and everything have gone up. I have to take a job at a large manufacturing facility for health insurance for my family. So that's what I will be doing as of Monday. So I start Monday at, I think it's 8:30 or something like that in the morning. Still going to do Baylor repair on the days off, obviously. It's slowed way down. Our parts are still up pretty good, so not too worried about that. But to not have to raise part prices anymore, I'm hoping this will offset it so we keep everything the same. I'm going to absorb some of the cost from the increase from 2022 to now. Not going to eat a lot of it, guys, but to be truthfully honest, I think if we get somebody different in political office, I think it'll make a difference. You can't keep giving money away to people and expect everything to be all right. And my heart's out for all the dairy farmers. I've heard about the horrible milk price. It's just not right. Seeing the price of milk's like $4 or $5 a gallon. It's horrible. And seeing them getting prices from back in you're talking the late 70s or early 80s if whoever told me that was correct. So really heartfelt out there for those guys. I know beef prices are up, but yeah, try to buy a feeder now and finish it out and try to make a profit. I don't think it's going to be there, but I could be wrong. But like I said, I'm trying to keep the prices down on parts. Health insurance was becoming a big issue, and that big chunk to cover my family was just going to be astronomical. If anybody has family policies, they all know you got to pay for it out of pocket. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense that if you don't work at all, you get free health insurance, and if you work all the time, you have to pay for it. So don't really understand how those rules work, but it is what it is. We have to deal with it. I'm doing an update on the twine finger update kit for the international bailers. This covers a 55, 56, 57. This also covers a 27, a 37, 47. Also covers the 46. There's some 45s out there that also will get covered. This is the tension plate. And this is how this goes, guys. Just like this. This here, made it together. This goes on the back side of the twine disc. This goes on the front side. And what we've done is, Dan, he bought a 46 from me. Got down there, he's having some troubles with a tying, like it wasn't cutting right. And I thought it was kind of odd. It worked good for me, but when he got down there and got some different quality hay, it wasn't tying right, cutting right. And come to find out, guys, so on this, you see, I've got the razor blade on the back side. This is what Dan did. So he put this razor blade on the back side of the knife. So what happens is when the twine disc turns, it cuts it fully and cleanly off. Couldn't figure out why that would be different if it was, we just bolted it on the other side. But what we found out, and it doesn't always happen. Some guys install the kit have no issues at all. I don't understand why. Twine disc is timed correctly, the timing notch that's in it. And couldn't figure out why it was bothering so bad. And it was the angle of the twine. So it seems like the thicker twines didn't have trouble. The thinner ones were the ones that weren't cutting. So with putting the razor blade on the inside, seems to take care of all the problems. But when you don't have the razor blade on the inside, there's an angle on that, like this. And the angle was just enough that the blade being on the outside was only cutting the string like halfway, and you get this nasty looking knot, like the tail was all frayed and ripped, and then your twine disc will start building up with fibers. Well, it put the blade on the inside. So I don't have a lot of these kits left, guys. I'm down to like, I don't know, the box is getting pretty low. Get them while you can, because right now they're still 95 bucks a knotter. That includes that. Pack up the razor blades. And no, these do not cost 20-some bucks a piece. You get a package of 5 of these for like, I think it's like $3, $2. So if you need any the parts, but the kit comes and it's just a regular do-it-best razor blade, guys. I made this kit so you don't have to buy these from me. I think it's ridiculous. When you're baling hay on a Sunday, you're not going to get the blades you need in time to finish your baling. So, keep extra ones on hand. But I refuse to let anybody pay, $23 for a one little tiny razor blade, when you can buy a pack of 5 for like $3-4. Again, forgive my throat, but coming off a real nasty cold. So, but another thing is, guys, see the blade? It sticks out wider than it's supposed to. This is my Leatherman. Pretty simple. Take the bottom of the blade, you just grab it, and just like that, boom. And there's a little piece right there and there. That's it. Just snaps right off. So, not a big deal. So, you can leave this stick up if you want. It doesn't matter. You can snap that off as well. But it cuts perfectly clean. But like I said, that's so when you swing the knotter down, if you don't, it's going to snap off anyways because it's going to hit the top of the bale chamber. But this kit is 95 bucks right now, guys. When I have to have these remade, and I don't know if I will, I'll probably have to get an order list. There's going to be like 175 because the manufacturers tell me that since I don't order a couple thousand at a time and I'm only doing 400 or 500, that I gotta pay a lot more. So it's like doubling the price on these. And I don't know if I'm going to continue to do it at all, guys. So I might wait till I get a batch and do it. But just so you know, right now these are 95 a piece. And my cost on the next batch is going to be like 175. It's all because of this, the special bends that take place in this, and the metal and the hardness it's got to have to hold that on the backside of the twine disc to hold that twine in there. This year's not that technical. The only thing we've done is kept improving it. Slotted holes so you can move the knife in and out. I'm probably going to change this a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do different, but do something different here. And I'm coming up with an update for these guys, so that way this tension plate can stay in there. When you pull the bolts out, you know how much it sucks because this thing kicks over, and you're trying to line shims up and everything. I'm coming up with a stud kit where it allows this to stay in there, and you can change your shims, change the shims on your knife back and forth like this. Well, it'd be like this. So if you look back and forth, you can shim it so it cuts it sooner or later. But you also got to check before you do all that adjustment, make sure your twine disc is in time before you do any adjustments with the knife. But to make a stud kit, you're going to see what the advantage is this tension plate will stay in one spot. Remember how much fun it is to try to line this hole up? And this always wants to move. That's why they have a punch hole in it to bend it over so you line your holes up. But then you're trying to hold this with 2 bolts with extra washers on there, trying to line it up and get this lined up too. Sucks. Getting a stud kit made. It can be updated with any of them. You can use your old stuff. Doesn't matter, but I'm making a stud kit. So this will keep this plate in place, and then you'll have shims that you can stack on it in and out. So it won't be much. It'll probably be like a $10 little update kit. So that's the quotes I got so far on just making this little stud kit. They'll probably thread in with an Allen wrench on the end. So But no, if guys are interested in those kits, let me know, and I can start making them up now. But that we got it in the works. So, any questions, guys, on the international update kit? I do have some left, not a lot. Box is getting kind of slow or low, really low. So once they're gone, guys, I won't have these for everybody. I kept a couple sets for myself for balers I buy that I'm going to restore, but that's about it. But this is the International Nodder Update Kit. This does not work on the all-twine knotters. This is only on the older knotters. So this works on the 45, 55, 46, 56, 27, 37, 47, 57. It works on a few because you get a few 430s out there. They got the older knotters still on them. Works on them, but if it's an all twine knotter, this kit's not going to work for you. So, has anybody got any questions, baler related? I haven't seen anything coming up yet. I'm here, guys. Here to ask some questions. Forgive me. Like I said, I just got over a really bad cold, so if you need any parts, you can give Rachel a call, 607-846-5959. Rocket Dan. Hey there. Hey, Dan. How are you doing tonight? Waiting to see Ross Claypool come on. Some other guys come on. If you guys got any questions about this kit, ask them now. Like I said, I still got some left. So, Ross Claypool ordered an extra set. I don't recommend that because usually these don't go bad. It's just the razor blade gets dull after a while. But, yeah, it is. Things happen, but like I said, the reason moving on, guys, is that I need a job with health insurance for the family. I don't want to raise my prices, my labor rate, anything to try to compensate for the huge expense of having a family policy for health insurance. It just doesn't seem right. And like I said, I feel really bad for the dairy farmers. I got an education today, and some of them are really struggling pretty bad. Oh, not a problem. Lady Sky. Where are you from, lady? Forgive me, I'm getting a paper towel. My Dayquil decided to kick in, so I'm glad I'm not in person and get anybody else sick. But Nashville, Tennessee. Wow. I've been there. Worked on a few balers there, and Murfreesboro. If you recognize that, that was my last baler tour. Guys, right now, baler tours are off till I'm from Waverly, New York. Baler tours are off right now, guys, until I get some time built up with the company, vacation time or whatever. And then if we organize it. But the live video repair feed is working way better. If you know how to turn a wrench, I can instruct you. You can be my hands. Yeah, it's a little difficult at times, but literally, if you can hold a wrench in your hand, it might take some time. It's a practice, but you can eventually adjust your own baler, and you actually learn how to do it. So you're not gonna be naive, when it breaks down again. Oh no, I'm not a truck driver. I go around fixing hay balers. That's why they call me the baler man. I fix round baler, big square baler, small square baler, and antiques. Did get a couple balers in, guys. Paul Barber Farms, brought me a couple of 1282 New Holland hay cruisers. So, no big deal, Lady Sky. The next comment came up, but it keeps dropping out. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to read your comments. Oh, the hay restrictor plates. Yeah, like I said, if you need hay restrictor plates, guys, just let us know. We can get them to you. So, and you bolt them in the chamber. So, they work. The hay restrictor plates work really well. It's the same concept as the bale skis. Other than the bale skis are plastic and the hay restrictor plates are metal, but the bale skis do cover the top and the sides of the chamber. the hay restrictors will just do the sides of the bale chamber. But if you want those, get a hold of Rachel at 607-846-5959. Has anybody else got any other questions? Yes, forgive me for the sweating. I'm just literally, we got a bad flu bug. I wanted to do a live video back 3 days ago, but I don't think I could hardly even talk then. So, but yeah, the 77 prototype project is still on, guys. Been kind of stalled on it right now. Kind of on the back burner. Been working on these self-propelled balers, so yeah. Give me water to the freezer, please. If you guys want any parts orders, we're doing, like I said, we're not raising part prices. So if you're interested in any parts, please let us know. You know, we're getting a new shipper, hopefully here pretty quick, so it'll knock shipping prices down. And I still have a mini baler, New Holland 65 compact. It's not really a mini, but it's smaller. We still got a John Deere 346 and really nice shape. That is also for sale. Got a few other balers, 46 International that does have the update kit on it, like this. That came from Ohio. I know the owner that had it. It's a really nice baler. Had a broken knotter casting. We changed it out, updated it. I have not tested it yet, but I don't think there's going to be an issue. I'll check it before anybody buys it, of course. But if anybody's interested in that, get a hold of me or text message Rachel. And remember, that business number is a cell phone. You can send pictures, send texts, stuff like that. Now, understand, guys will text me. If you bought parts from us and you're in our system and your email, yeah, you're allowed to text questions and stuff like that. If you get like some guys do, they'll text me like a book in the thing there. I'll probably read it. I'll give you a short answer, but, technically, if it's going to take me a half hour to thing, I should probably bill you out for that. So, but if you're buying parts from us regularly, I have no issue with donating time or making some personal phone calls and stuff like that. That's why I try to do these live videos for you guys, so you can ask your questions here. There's no charge. Everybody gets to know each other. So, any questions on balers, square balers, anything on the new job, or if you guys want an international update kit, let Rachel know before we run out. What's that?
I put it up there, but just let them know it's bare bones right now.
What is?
The website.
Oh yeah, the website is up. Rachel put the website up in the comments. If you guys want to go to it, it's still bare bones. She's working on it. She'll get more stuff up there on the thing. We're also working on revamping the farm to become nothing but. We're probably going to engineer more towards just parts, guys, and I'm going to start filling one of the fields out back here full of parts balers. So it'll be just parts, solid parts. It'll be mostly just balers. I don't know how many round balers I'm going to get into, but it's going to probably all be small squares and maybe some large square balers. That depends on area, depending obviously, but big square baler parts. If you're not got a bunch in your area of that brand, you can't afford to pay to have much stuff shipped because the stuff's so heavy. Truck freight is about the only thing you could do.
And that's going up.
Yeah, and everything's going up, guys. But like I said, I'm going to be working outside at a big factory company for health insurance reasons. And we shouldn't have to raise any of our parts prices, so everything should stay the same. So, and depends on what happens in the selection cycle, and we get somebody in there that's thinking about the hardworking man and the American farmer and what's going on, and get the stuff cheaper, and so we can get this stuff like this made cheaper. We can start dropping prices because you will be the first to know when I get a bill and it's cheaper to make something. You're gonna feel it because, like I said, it's been really eye-opening. My repair kits used to cost me $1,800, guys. That was 2019. Okay. I had to start refilling those kits again last fall. I didn't refill them. They're just parts kits with like 20 bill hooks and
Bare items.
bare bone items to help fix an emergency. So when people know when I showed up to the field, I had enough on the truck I could almost rebuild what was on there unless it was like really blowed up bad, and then I probably couldn't because I didn't carry all that on me. But my RV carried a lot. I had lots of bill hooks, bill hook pinions, twine discs, wiper arms, updated plunger knives, bearings, rails. But now to have just a kit for the New Holland knotters, just to update them, it used to be $1,800, guys. Yeah, I went to go get it refilled. Yeah, it's almost $4,000. So whoever says we're not feeling the inflation pinch, they're full of it, severely full of it. John Deere was the same way. I mean, the prices went up. Agco, same way for the inline baler parts. I did find an aftermarket part supplier in Vietnam, kind of liking their stuff. We're going through another half season of testing, guys, and if that's true, we're going to knock the prices on most of our stuff down 30%. No, it's not. It's the hay restrictor plates stop the decompression. Like when the plunger pushes the hay back, the hay can't spring back into the chamber. Everybody's like, "Oh, there's hay dogs." No, the hay dog only holds the outside edges of the bale. The center can still come back, and when it does, it could when the needles come up the string and pull the string back, where it causes tying issues. And it also causes your meter wheel to keep moving. And this is a big problem with the 575s and or excuse me, the 570s, 5070s, 5060s, is the spring back. And I don't know why New Holland ever went away from it, but they used to have a smooth meter arm. John Deere had it, New Holland had it. We got accurate bale lengths from back in the 60s, and guys didn't have any trouble. And we went to this beautiful gear that wears out with these teeth on it. Well, every time that gear ratchets back and forth, the teeth climb up a little bit each time. And because of the spring back of the hay. Well, the part of the restrictor plates is to hold the hay back so you don't get that spring back. And a lot of guys with the New Hollands, we found we just drill the holes and we have some side tension plates, but we put restrictor plates right down through, and the bales almost stay a perfect length all the time unless you start hogging hay to it. Where you're making a 3-foot bale out of 3 chunks of hay, then yeah, it's probably not going to stay the exact same bale length. But if you're feeding it normal and you're not overworking the baler, you're going to get exact bale lengths. But trying to get a CNC guy to cut me out some meter arms that are smooth. John Deere probably had the better design. The 24T had a wheel that did this. It had a V like this, so right in the center here, they made the arm match it. So when even if it sprung back, it followed it no matter what until it reached all the way up to the top and it dropped into that notch to trip the knotter. I mean, 24s had great bale length, characteristics for, like I said, if you're baling, if you want to get an exact bale, it did a great job. I didn't have much problem with the 68 hayliners, 69s, 275, 273s, 316s are all good. But they still have that little wheel in there that wears and gets the teeth wore off, and it chews up the meter arm. It's like they literally designed this to fail so they can sell you more parts, which that's their goal. But I do think the 24T design, if I can get that retrofitted to the New Hollands, I think it's going to be a game changer, guys. I think you're going to get the New Holland back onto the market as far as like you'll be able to put your bale bearing in front of it, keep your bales right there at 32 inches. What that machine actually loves, even when you're getting different consistencies of windrows. I don't abide by, the 275. They're supposed to come out with an electric meter wheel, and they scrap that idea real fast. It's really weird that they just don't go back and look at the old technology, how well it did work, and just apply it to the new stuff. Paint it a different color or something. Make it, if it works, why mess with it, So, but like I said, I think if I come up with that design, because like I said, I like that because there's no wear hardly on that arm, and it's kind of nice. And I think that would be a big improvement to the bale length for the New Hollands, definitely. The hay restrictor plates help a lot with the spring back. And got a guy trying to make us plates now. And if you guys all know the 326s, 316s, 570, 565s, the bottom hay dog plates break off and the spring flips backwards, drop your hay dog down, and creates all kinds of fun. You got to go in there, weld new backing plates for the springs to push against, to push the hay dogs up. Yeah, that sucks. Just plain sucks. But there's a retro coming out, an update for the pickup heads on the New Hollands. It's almost going to eliminate you ever having to change the cam out again. So our casting works, we won't know. Gotta try it, make sure it works. If it works, then we're good to go. So, has anybody got any questions on what's coming up? But I will be working a normal job, I guess you'd call it. We'll see how that works out for me. The biggest reason is, guys, is to get the health insurance. Gotta have it for the family. And to buy it on your own, if anybody out there knows, I'd love to say it, but it was ungodly expensive. You know, I could buy a lot of baler parts for what they wanted for health insurance for a family policy. So, but if anybody doesn't have any more questions, remember you can get a hold of. Yes, it is, Aaron. That's my biggest problem is like I start this job at this manufacturing company on Monday, and I get health insurance after 30 days, which is like what I really needed. And like I said, they seem like really good people, so hopefully I can bring something to them. But they don't make balers there, so we'll have to see how I make out. I don't know exactly on that, Dan. I'm gonna try to do one. So I think my schedule is like 3 days on, 2 days off, 4 days on, 3 days off. It's like rotates like that. What I'll do is when I get my first days in and I get some time off, I'll do a video giving you guys an update of the schedule so you guys know. But I'm gonna try to keep the videos more towards 7 to 8 o'clock at night because there'll be 12-hour shifts. So it should be like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's a half-hour drive. You know, eat, talk to the family, then get online, take some questions for you guys. But we're trying to keep things low, guys. The more parts you order, maybe you can get things cheaper. But like I said, I want to make it so maybe we can make a lot of the parts here. I don't know what a CNC machine costs, but I've heard it's really expensive. So maybe this job will allow me to, you know, banks frown at you if you're a self-employed business about loaning you money, you know, on big ticket items like that. So get a CNC machine, you know, make some stuff, buy some other machines. If I can start making parts in-house, that would drop the cost a lot, but I know steel's way up. So there's a lot of variables. I don't want to get into a bunch of that if I don't have to. I'd rather hire it out and get it done. But to start charging me, you know, $179 for this, it's not right. Because right now we're selling for $95. And everybody's like, well, just raise your price now. Nope, it's not who I am. No, you're going to pay that. The price that I scheduled it for what the old batch was, I don't raise it because of, you know, what my next batch is going to cost. So it's kind of like International. They had those little tiny razor blades, you know, back in the 70s, they were like $3-4. And now when you order one, it's $23. And the package I got the one time 2 years ago was the old International folded paper thing that was holding the blade inside with the part number on it. The original part number, not C&H, not Case International, actual International. So, yeah, they've had those blades that long, and now they're, like, reaping the profits, and they didn't make new ones. It's just the original blades. So, probably better steel anyways, but... anybody else got any other questions? Excuse me. Maybe Paul Barber's on here tonight. Can you say hi? Hey, thanks, Stan. Thank you so much. Oop, messed my hair up a little bit. Ross Claypool, are you on? I know Aaron's on. Icon, did you make it on tonight? Well, if nobody's got any more questions, I will try to get on maybe on Sunday night, guys, if you guys want to be around, and we'll log in then. Ooh, cold's getting me. Hey, everybody have a good night.